glowing disc.
What does it say?
To my hated enemies, the Jade Gang.
Well, since when did we become the Jade Gang?
I, the elegant disc the Rose, now possess the Flightstone.
If you want it, come to the place of our covenant. We will settle this once and for all. You're scared, aren't you? Terrified? But no matter. You'll never get the Flightstone unless you meet me here. It's not in Darth. Most definitely not. Hurry! Disc the Rose. Gotcha.
You should have just said it's in Darth. What an idiot.
What do you think we should do, Colonel?
Ignore him. Luke's right. The Flightstone is almost certainly here in Darth.
But Dis told us to...
The promised place he mentioned is probably Ketterberg. If we ignore him, he'll just wait there and freeze solid.
The poor bastard.
Just in case, let's ask Tritime whether discs come back or not.
Yeah.
Phone Master Ion, we've been looking for you.
My apologies, but I'm afraid I must be away a little longer.
What about your duties as Phone Master? Grand Maestro Mose left as soon as he returned, taking a regiment of Oracle soldiers to Aramis Spring.
Interesting. He must be planning to close off the Yulia Road and force us to meet Dist.
If you're leaving, at least take another 10 Phone Master Guardians with you.
It's difficult to move as a large group. Annis is enough.
Say, Maestro Tritime, what's Dis been doing?
Conductor Dist returned here briefly, but he hurried off again somewhere. His attendant, Cantor Reiner, should know the details.
Where can we find him?
Right now, he should be training at Oracle headquarters.
Let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
Stand down! You are in the presence of Phone Master Ion.
Lopri and Colonel Dist gave orders not to let anyone through, no matter who they are. What's so funny?
My apologies. I wasn't laughing at you.
No one makes fools of us. Phone Master Ion stays unharmed. Kill the rest!
Whoa, here they come!
Want to see how strong I really am? Violent torrent. Splash! Moonlight demon! Straight off! Racing Phoenix! Guess you're done. Now we'll attempt to find enemies with your blade. Turbulence! No way! Can't win! Mighty explosion! Energy blast! Farewell! Guardian field! Prepare yourself! Red line shot by breath! Flame burst!
I'll do whatever it takes.
Dist is such an idiot.
About what?
Strengthening security like this is like saying there's something important here.
Oh, then the Flightstone really is here?
Most likely.
I wonder where he hid it.
Reiner may know.
Then let's find this Reiner guy.
Damn, we can't afford to spend too long searching for him.
Do you have any idea where he might be? I'm afraid not.
This area is mainly used for training exercises. It's not a place the phone master often comes.
Then how about you and Annis? Any idea?
I'm in a different division.
I've got no use for poor people.
Well, it looks like we'll just have to search room by room.
You're no match for us. we're done.
Careful, that was a powerful attack.
You watch out too! Go save!
I guess we're done here. They'll still meet you if your guard's down.
Oh, magnificent song.
Bring it on! Come on, Tuckerin! Gale!
Here!
No way! Sonic Fox! You can't win! Want to see how strong I am?
Here!
The fangs of the mighty dragon! Oh, are you done fighting already?
There he is. That's Reiner.
What's he doing?
Training for promotion from the rank of Bravo to Locrian Sergeant.
Let's speak to him.
Phone Master, what brings you to a place like this?
Do you know of the Flightstone that Dist has?
Oh, I'm keeping it for him.
Why?
I began training for Locrian Sergeant 2 days ago, so I can't leave here for almost a month. Therefore, he asked me to hold it for him for a while.
Could you give it to me?
I'm afraid not, even for you, Phone Master. Dist instructed me not to let go of it, even for a moment. But we really... Oh!
So, now the Albior will be back to normal.
I kind of feel like the bad guy now.
I think there's a good reason for that.
Is it truly all right for us to do this? This makes me uncomfortable.
Cheer up. It's for a good cause.
We're in a state of emergency. Let's go.
Now all we have to do is take everybody in the Albior.
Before we do that, I have a proposal.
What is it?
Kimlaska, Malkuth, and Doth can agree to the land-lowering operation. But Kesidonia is an autonomous state, not a country.
They're being left out.
I know they wouldn't normally have this right, but could we let Astor participate?
Yeah, it was quick and informal, but he was the first to approve of the plan. I don't see any problem with that.
Then let's go to Kesidonia first. We'll have Noel take the other heads of state on to Yulia City in the meantime.
Yeah, that way we won't waste any time. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, it's good to see all of...
What is it, Maestro Triton?
I feel some unusual phonons.
What are you talking about?
That, I suspect.
This sword?
I felt the first phonon in it from the moment we got it, but it's been growing stronger day by day.
Where did you find this sword?
The Megiora Highlands. It was stuck in a monster's back.
Maestro, is there something about this sword?
Well, I suppose at this point I can talk about it. That sword is said to be one of the catalysts of the planetary phonic art.
Planetary phonic art? What is that?
An immense phonic art that was proposed in the Dawn Age. It was never actually put to use, though. The phonic war ended before it could be, or so I've heard.
Yes, records of the art were found in Yulia City. The previous phone master, Evanos, secretly undertook a plan to revive it.
And he needed the sword for that?
Yes, 3 weapons with the power of Rem, and 3 with the power of Shadow. These are required for the planetary phonic art, in theory anyway.
That sure is vague.
To be honest, we don't know the details. The Oracle Knight responsible for overseeing the plan destroyed the records and left the Order. And Evanos has passed away as well.
That's too bad. It sounds like a really powerful art. Battles would be so easy if the Colonel could use it.
Perhaps it would be useful. Go to Ketterberg, then. The former Oracle Knight has reportedly passed away, but you may still be able to learn something.
What was that Oracle Knight's name?
Locrian Colonel Gelda Nebulim.
Nebulim? I could swear I've heard that somewhere.
We don't need any planetary phonic art. Even without it, Jade's still ridiculously strong.
Luke, what are you hiding?
Jade...
Well, if you deem it necessary, I have no objection to visiting Ketterberg.
The two of you are certainly acting strangely.
An Oracle Knight that used to live in Ketterberg? I can look in the records. What was this person's name?
Gelda Nebulim.
Professor Nebulim?
My, did you know her?
Professor Nebulim opened a private school here after leaving the Order. I studied under her. As did my brother.
Colonel, you did know her, didn't you?
And you knew too, Luke. That's why you were acting so strangely.
I don't know her!
Don't blame Luke. I told him to keep it a secret. Emperor Peony aside, sharing a classroom with Dist is one of my life's less laudable moments.
Dist aside, Emperor Peony studied under her as well?
The Emperor was confined to his mansion, but he would sneak out and just sit in on the class.
Some emperor he is.
So, did this Professor Nebulum leave anything behind?
I've heard that the Malkuth Army's intelligence division collected all of her documents some time ago.
The Malkuth Army? Why?
What's the problem? Jade just has to run in there and ask.
I doubt it'll be that easy. Intelligence divisions are usually independent from the rest of the army.
Well, I suppose we'll just have to ask the Emperor for assistance.
Well, this is a surprise. Did you come to visit my Rapigs? Adorable, aren't they?
We'll save your Majesty's Rapigs for another time. Guy, if you would explain.
Me? Why do I always have to explain things?
Professor Nebulum, huh? My dad was still on the throne then, so I don't know much about it. Anyway, I'll get the intelligence division to submit the information. I'll have it sent to your office, Jade.
Do you hear something?
Yes. This sounds like phonon interference.
Now that you mention it... It's the first and sixth phonons!
That's odd. It's coming from somewhere in this room.
Maybe it's a phonon bomb.
Hey, that's not funny.
Come on, let's look for it.
This is it. The sound is coming from this sword.
It looks like it's reacting to the shadow sword we have. Tyr, would you use a phonic seal on it?
What is this sword, Your Majesty?
Old McGovern left it behind when he retired from the army. I collect weapons, so he left it here for me.
Jade, do you think this is one of the planetary phonic art catalysts?
I presume so, but to call this mess a collection...
Did you say something?
Not at all. Incidentally, would it be possible to borrow this sword?
I suppose that if those 3 cute girls begged a little...
That's a fine case of sexual harassment.
Okay, then you guys do it too. Go ahead.
Me? Please lend us the sword.
Next.
With all due respect, we would like to borrow the sword.
Next.
Emperor Peony, you're so handsome. Can we please borrow the sword? Pretty please, with sugar on top.
Great, great. Just wait until you're 6 years older and I'll date you anytime.
Whoa, he sure changed fast.
Please lend us the sword.
Oh, that icy smile. Yeah.
Me too? Your Majesty, would you please allow us to borrow the sword?
Oh, that hint of naivete. Yes.
Your Majesty.
Shut up. Don't beg. I'll puke.
Now, Your Majesty. Please allow me to offer my most sincere request.
Nope. Leave.
How unfortunate. We'll be taking the sword then.
Colonel, some documents have been delivered from the Intelligence Division.
Thank you. Now, let's see.
What do they say?
There's information on the professor's life, the incantation for the planetary phonic art, and, a map.
A map?
Yes. This looks like Mount Ronil. It seems there's a phonic glyph beyond the mountain which reacts to the catalysts.
Now that you mention it, Professor Nebulum did go to Mount Ronil a lot, didn't she?
Whoa! What's the Emperor doing here?
His Majesty pays unannounced visits to the Colonel's office frequently.
Well, that explains that.
Well then, shall we head for Mount Ronil?
Not yet. It would probably be best to wait until we have all of the catalysts. By the way, Your Majesty, it seems that there are quite a few sections missing from these documents.
Apparently somebody took them without anyone's knowledge.
Dist?
Probably.
Does it say anything about where the rest of the catalysts are?
Unfortunately, no. Only that they came in pairs, and that the McGovern family had one.
I guess we'll just have to find them the hard way.